First Alert weather forecast with meteorologist Jeff Desnoyers.
Yeah, Easter right around the corner this week leading up to Easter, looking good, and the weekend doesn't look bad either, Jeff.
It doesn't. Big week, not only preparing for Easter, but as we get into the weekend itself, looks like it will stay dry, and I'll have much more on that in the 10-day forecast. But what a great time to go ahead and have a quieter weather pattern as we approach the Easter weekend, right? It's been so active with severe weather, and we've had numerous reports of damage across the area over the past couple of weeks with severe thunderstorms, but nothing like that this week. It's been nice since Saturday. Huntsville, 67 degrees, plenty of sunshine, a little bit of a breeze out there, and it is noticeably cooler if you go outside. I mean, yesterday felt like a summer day. It was in the 80s to near 90 degrees. Huntsville ended up with a high of 87. Not that warm today. In fact, where we're at here temperature-wise in the 60s, might have a location or two nudge 70 briefly in the afternoon, but we'll probably have more 60s today than any kind of 70s, and certainly no 80s in the forecast today. And the reason why is the frontal boundary moved through last night. It came by quietly. There was a few showers. I had a decent downpour at my house in northwest Huntsville about 3:15 a.m. But it's taken all the really warm stuff that was here yesterday and just pushed it right offshore. So what's happening is it's not a cold air mass. It's just a cooler air mass. It takes us back to about really where we should be for this time of year, or just slightly below average. And when that happens, usually you turn your wind southerly to northerly. And that's what we did during the overnight when the front passed through. And the gusts have been impressive today, 25, 30 miles an hour, and they'll continue to be gusty until the sun goes down. Once the sun goes down, the winds will essentially stop and be nearly calm overnight. And that's great that we can actually turn the wind machine off, but it also means that we'll really max out the low temperature tonight, and it will be a pretty chilly night across the area. So here's that frontal boundary. A lot of cloud cover with it, not a lot of rain with it, but as it moves closer to the coast, behind it is that cooler air that we feel outside today. So for tonight, temperatures drop back to around 40 degrees, which means when you wake up tomorrow morning, Eric Burke's probably going to be pointing out a few locations that are in the upper 30s, I imagine, because it will be a chilly start to the day for your Wednesday, but nothing any kind of frost or freeze. Plants should be okay in the gardens. And then we'll bounce back to 70 in the afternoon. Temperatures will be just slightly below where they should be, and the winds won't be nearly as strong for your Wednesday, and you'll be able to enjoy that 70-degree temperature a lot more. It'll take you hour by hour, and a lot of clear skies through the evening hours. By the time we get to 9 p.m., we're in the 50s for many locations. And then by the time you wake up tomorrow, again, a lot of 40s, but you'll see a few locations, especially for areas in northeast Alabama, up towards Franklin County in Tennessee. You would be more likely to be in the mid to upper 30s tomorrow morning. And then in the afternoon, there's your run at 70, and it turns out to be a pretty nice day. Now, if you like even warmer temperatures, it gets better as we go into Thursday and Friday. 70s to near 80 Thursday. And I do think we push the 80s on Friday with a good deal of sunshine. There'll be more clouds for Easter weekend, but it will remain warm with temperatures in the low to mid 80s, and that 20% chance of rain on Sunday will likely come at night, setting up for a stormy start to early next week. Gina.